Alright, what we have here is a Shovolution, or Shovel Evo, whatever you want to call it. It's built out of about 2 or 3 different motorcycles over time. The major thing I had to do with this project is I had to put a new engine in it. The old engine went through a wreck and was in this frame. It was an Evo engine, but there was some internal damage to the engine and I couldn't rebuild it, so I rode it for about 7 years like that and didn't know that it had those problems until we got into it. And so I went with a new S&S motor, but the front end is off of I think a Wide Glide or a Dyna from the 90s. That's what the original engine came from. But this frame is an 81 shovel head frame, and it's pretty much all stock with the exception of the bar that holds the gas tanks, of course, has been cut way back by the seat. And you can see they cut it there, and then they cut the neck up there, and that lifted the tanks up high enough to fit an Evo in there. So it looks great. Very happy with it. Pretty much everything else is stock parts. I think the rear wheel came off a Fat Boy, and the brakes are discs, obviously dual disc on the front. Stops pretty quick. Turned out pretty well. The seat I had someone make for me. The actual seat pan is for the 70s King Queen seat, and then I took some spare leather from a leather place in town and had this gal sew it on there for me, and it turned out pretty well. I actually had the center of the seat cut out and had Vibragel put in it, so that's the anti-vibration gel. Works pretty good. Let's see. Yep, turned out pretty nice. Very happy with it. Front end is raked about 3 or 4 degrees. Hey.